Hey, what's up? It's your girl Amina. I saw the Wendy Williams interview. She did two interviews this morning. One was kicked off by the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne, and then she did a second one by Don Leonard. Lennon. Anyway, I did not particularly care for the one she did with Don Lemon. I think that he strong armed her. And I'm gonna get into detail why I did it. We're gonna start the live and we're gonna kick it off right now. So just give me 1 second and we will be right back in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Come in. Yeah, so first of all, let me just say I am happy that Wendy Williams is sounding lively and she's able to talk and she is pretty much back. She can definitely hold a conversation. I don't care what nobody says. Now, she did an interview and I was extremely happy to hear from her with Charlemagne. And I thought that interview went very well. Of course, sometimes her words does get mashed and mumbled. But other than that, it was a really good interview. It was actually very sad at some point. She did break down. So for those of you that don't know, she is in a conservatorship where the judge deemed that she needed someone other than her family, outside of her family, to take care of her. However, it does seem like it is a money grab. She is in a small, and it's not like an apartment. It is pretty much, she's in, I guess, a room that has maybe a bathroom. Like it might be like a hotel room. You understand what I'm saying? But it's supposed to be in a luxury living arrangement where she's unhappy. She has no one to talk to. She can't really leave. She wants to get makeup or anything. Instead of them letting her go out, which, let's be honest, being in somewhere, now she's been in there for 3 years, being in a facility, she's been in a conservatorship for 3 years. But being in a facility, I think she's been in a facility since that Where is Wendy Williams documentary aired. It can drive anybody up the wall. Hey, Shayna. Hey, Suburbia. So she doesn't really talk to anybody. She can't talk to the people that work there and have a real conversation because they're, doing their job and stuff like that. And the other people that live there, she said they're elderly and they may be way more far gone than she is. She can't have anyone call her. She can only call them. And she cried when she found out that they got rid of her cats. Chit Chat in My Way. I know Chit Chat in My Way. It's crazy. I was Wendy Williams was my girl. I rushed home to school for her at 4:00 p.m. We'll always watch Wendy. So she does mean a lot to me. I knew her since she was on radio, and not know her, but that was my friend in my head. Hey, TP, what's up? So she gets to Don. So now Don Lemon said that she was a friend. And based on that interview, he was no goddamn friend. Don't be a friend of mine. He took that interview and I guess he decided he strong-armed her from what I could see. So she had her niece there as support, as you know, and Charlemagne let her niece fill in and speak. Now, Charlemagne and Wendy Williams, they do have a long history. And I feel like he was definitely trying to help her get out of the conservatorship. For at the very least, she needs to be out of that conservatorship. However, she went to Don Lennon's channel and he is a real pick-me. I don't care what you say. I'm listening to him. At some points, and I'm going to play that, she's like, I need to, she wanted her niece to speak for her. And she's saying a lot of stuff is legal for legal terms when she wanted to express certain things and she was trying to pull her niece on with her. And he's like, no. And every time he would just change the topic and go to something else. And then he would just go to something else. She's like, oh, wait, I would like my niece. No. And he would just jump to something else really quick. He doesn't explain the fact that she's rushing. Come to find out, she only had 15 minutes to do the interview with John Lemon. So she's rushing through the interview, but he does not say that throughout the interview. He's just like, there's a big sign and a banner while she's speaking, talking about, do you think she's sane? Yo, with friends like this, who needs enemies? I think he should have been more gentle, because at the least she should definitely be home with her families. But it's like he decides to take the interview in a different direction. Now, people said that's true journalism, but don't fuck with nobody's family when you see that she's miserable and she needs to get out of that situation, and you choose that moment to sit there and pigeonhole her. I'm gonna play a piece of it right now where he was strong-arming her. Let me see if I can add it. And y'all gotta let me know if y'all hear my volume. Hey, TP. Hey, Debbie B. Hey, Tamika. How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Hold on. Let me present.
How did that come about, Wendy? How did they let you go to see little Kevin and your family?
Why? Because I'm his place. I'm the mother. You know, and I gave him a car for graduation. You know what I'm saying? And I saw him, you know, walk across the stage, and I stood up and cheered. What are you talking about?
No, but I mean, how would they let you out if you're on a guardianship and you said that you feel like you're in prison?
You know what? Because I don't even know what the goddamn guardianship is in terms of stuff like that crap. You understand what I'm saying? I've been in this system for 3 years of my fucking life. 3 years of my life. You realize that at any given moment, I guess they will steal my TV. You know what I'm saying? So I can't watch TV. You know what I'm saying? And watch TMZ and see what's going on, and watch you, Don Lemon, while you talk to Rosanna Scotto. You know, just have my friend Rosanna Scotto, who also named in storage, not in storage, but with the guardian person. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alex.
Listen, Wendy, Alex, I understand. Alex and I have spoken, and I just want to make sure that I get this. Go ahead.
No. Listen, but I want to speak to my niece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the three of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, this is my life, Don. This is my life.
Alex has your back. I mean, Alex is 100%, and we have spoken about how to get help and get people to understand what is going on with you. And that, correct, you want to be with your family. You feel that that's the best place for you to be in Florida, right?
Excuse me, wouldn't you want to be? All right, I'm not going to even ask. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Like I said, I worked in New York all of my life. From the time I was 26. I was 26 and I started WBLS New York, right? I was doing WBLS like a beast. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, you know, TV came along. I was like, oh, TV, all right. Well, radio is my God. You know what I'm saying? I love radio, but TV made more money for me. So I stayed on TV.
Do you want to go back to work, Wendy?
Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? But I don't want to work.
Okay. So my thing with the situation was that she like when she said he was asking her stuff that legally is binding to her. And she let him know a couple of times. I heard her say, like, you know, certain things I can't say. So the thing is, if she say the wrong things, they can hold it and will hold it to her in court. So when she's saying, let me speak, she was like, I can't speak to you because you're the media, but I can speak to my niece, like in a third party. So that way, like if she gets on the stand, she's like, oh no, I was talking to my niece. I understand that mess. I know damn well he understood that mess, but he was just kept, oh, I already spoke to her. I want to speak to you. I want this. I want that. Like, you don't know what it's like when you get on that stand and she might misspeak or say something. So she's trying to lead the conversation into certain things. At some point, he does ask her, is she on medication? Which I'm sure she does take some kind of medication. Because he's like, are you sober? Do you take medication? I know he knows that she takes medication. Later on, he addresses the situation behind when she's not there. And he was like, she wouldn't answer if she was on medication. Like, usually if you're in a facility, you're taking medicine for something, or they're giving you some kind of pill or whatever. Now, the thing is, he's like, are you sober? And she's like, yeah, I'm sober, you know? But he's just like, trying to pigeonhole us and make her seem like, you know, maybe to let us know, maybe she may need the conservatorship. I don't believe she needs the conservatorship at all. I think that shit is a money grab. But I'm like, shame on you for really going in and trying to, they say it's journalism, but if you're supposed to be her friend, sometimes there's a time and a place for everything. And you know what she's going through. Her life is at stake. And that's what she was saying. She was like, this is my life, Don. And he's like, oh, I got the Wendy interview. I don't think he should have had it. And I don't think he should really be in her circle at all. It was disgusting. I don't know. Let me know if y'all seen it. Suburbia says, Wendy sounds great. Derry B said, she said, you know what? I mean, he was an ass. She said that? I don't know. Derry B. Because I didn't hear from her after that. Because, you know, I saw that this morning and I just had to, you know, completely, like, after a while, I was just like, this Don Lemon thing is just driving me, sending me. On another note, Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club, they were actually crying. They were crying because they understood the volume of this. Like, do you understand what it's like to actually work your ass off for your life, thinking that you're going to have money to be able to retire, and they just take a hold of your money? You can't spend it the way you want. You can't leave the house. She is a prisoner. That is prison form. She wants to go buy herself some Sephora and stuff like that. They're like, no, you pick out what you want and we'll have somebody bring it to you. Imagine not being able to be outside. Like, if I work this hard in life, don't do me no favors. Let me spend the money the way I want to, right? And then they're blocking her from her family, which, I mean, yeah, everybody has messed up families. So somebody might have been trying to take advantage of her at some point in time. But I think the conservator is doing a lot more damage than helping her. Like, don't let me make all this money to be miserable, to say who I can see, who I can't see, what I can do and what can I do. Now, I don't think if she was Wendy Williams, she wouldn't have been this pigeonholed into this situation. If she was regular Joe Smo, they would not have done all of this to her. Well, if her bank account looked maybe a lot less, if she wasn't in the millions, I don't think that they would be doing all of this mess. Not to mention, on the Breakfast Club, they did say that the Guardian, once she was appointed the case, apparently she made a nice, huge contribution to the judge, meaning the judge got paid money for putting this bitch on the case. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm going to fucking curse because I'm pissed, because that's just, it's disgusting. I don't know you. You're not foe. I don't like you. And yet I have to ask you for permission. I got to beg you to see my family. Now, the fact that they gave away her damn cats, it's like, dude, you should have put her somewhere where she's allowed to be around her cats. She's paying your goddamn salary. So y'all need to do, like, if that's the job you wanted to be conservator and all of that shit, well, get to work, bitch. Get to work. I'm sorry, and I don't mean to do all this cursing and stuff, but I am highly upset right now. I don't like when people take advantage of people. I don't think that the system is disgusting, and the fact that we all could just watch and nothing gets done is disgusting. It's actually scary, because the woman was supposed to be set for the rest of her life. They letting Wendy Williams got more sense than Biden, and y'all letting him run a country. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know, what are y'all thinking right now? What are your thoughts on this mess? I mean, to me, she sounds like she got way more sense than Biden, and she can't even go out without permission. I mean, Britney Spears is out and she's running around and stuff like that. And again, to me, Wendy Williams seems like she got a lot more sense than Britney Spears. Debbie B says she sounds fine. Yeah, she does. She doesn't. She sounds fine. She rambles a little bit, but still, she knows that she's in hell. She knows that she wants to get the hell out of there. And that is where she should be. She should be with her family. She wants to be with her father. Like, y'all got her locked away. Let her go see her father. Let her spend time with him. You know, y'all want your money so bad. This chick want to be her damn conservative. Well, then I guess you got to move to where she want to move to. Let her live her life. See, that's the thing. I don't understand why she can't live her life the way she wants to live her life. If she wants to move with her father, then conservator, y'all moving to Miami. And if you can't move to Miami, well, then I guess somebody else needs to be another motherfucking conservator. If she wants to go to Sephora, I guess we taking a trip to Sephora. Right? If I'm going to go to the zoo to go see a lion, or I don't know, well, I guess that's what I'm doing today. She has the money. It pays for it. But to sit her in a damn room and say she can't leave is disgusting. And it's inhumane. I worked my ass off to be in prison. I didn't do anything wrong and I'm in prison. I didn't do anything wrong, but I have too much money. Anyway, I just jumped in to say my point of view on this, or to say how I felt. Y'all, hey, Stephen Harris, how you doing? I'm getting off real quick. I just jumped on. I was like, you know what? Let me just give my take on it real quick. And I'm pretty much out. But let me see. Do I have time for a live later? Other than that, I'm just oh, thank you, Stephen Harris. I appreciate you. Other than that, yeah, I guess I might come back later, or I might just come back on tomorrow. But I love you guys, and thank you for tuning in real quick. That was my quick thoughts on the Wendy Williams situation. I had to come on because she is the GOAT, and Anita, how you doing, button? Hold on, let me see. I got a couple of comments. It's really sad. What did Charlemagne say? Charlemagne went to their past. You know, he was very supportive. He said that people need to rally and stuff like that. What else he said? He what's that girl that can't talk right? No, she talks very hard. Just hilarious. She was crying. Your girl was crying because everybody knows Wendy was the GOAT. Wendy is the one that formulated the path today. Lauren Lorraine, she couldn't even get up there. She was like, how that girl was terrified. She's like a news reporter. She's a press. She works for press and stuff like that. She's on the phone with Wendy talking about, oh, I'm coming up there. Wendy's like, oh, look, I see your Chanel bag. I think it was a Chanel bag. If it wasn't, sorry, but it was a designer bag. And Wendy was excited just to have company. And they get to the building. They said she was signing in and everything. And they was like, it's for Wendy, for Wendy, for Wendy. They contacted the conservatorship. And she's like, Wendy's not here. Now, the thing is, she used Wendy's not here. They used Wendy's not here because I guess they really can't turn visitors away. So they probably be like, oh, she was at the wrong facility or something like that. That is just my mind working. Because for them to say, not that she can't have company or something else, they said Wendy is not here. Meanwhile, she said they were signing her in and everything. They knew Wendy was in the building. They understood everything. They call it conservatorship. And then it goes to, oh, Wendy's not here. Not here. We don't know. Not that she's not there. Now we don't know who that is. And when they was like, well, maybe they need to go protest in front of that. You should have saw Lorraine's face. She was like, oh no. She said she felt so uncomfortable in that building. She wanted to get the hell out of there. Suburbia says Wendy Williams sounds like she's back to her normal self, but this could be due to the conservatorship and not having a family enablers. But she's cognizant enough to know this is not where she wants to be. So if she's like you said, if she sounds back to her normal self and she's yelling, I am miserable, I am a prisoner, I don't want to be here, what's the next move? Do you understand what I'm saying? So you're saying she sounds fine, but she's yelling, I don't want to be here, I'm a prisoner, I'm miserable, I'm crying, they got rid of my cats, they're doing this, they're doing that. Oh, I love you, Stephen Harris. He said, I grew up watching Wendy Williams show ever since I was 15 years old in high school. Exactly. That was my girl. And Derry B said, hey, cousin Stephen, because y'all family. YouTubers, we're all family. Anyway, guys, this has been Amina Sina. I love you guys. And I will catch y'all later on Amina Sina. We'll find something else to talk about. But I'm going to keep this one short. Love you guys.